Hello everybody, Cameron here. Welcome to part 2 of this module for Newbie List Hack. In this module, I'm going to be quickly going over some of the actual emails that we use as a product launch essentially for the training Newbie List Hack. Now, I must tell you, okay, these emails work, absolutely. You may not have seen these actual emails, but our list of people who purchased training from us from the past, the people who we have added to our list using services like Intelligence, they all got this product launch sequence and it worked like absolute gangbusters, okay? And if you would like to promote Newbie List Hack, you can actually copy and paste these emails exactly and upload them to your autoresponder and start driving sales directly from the subscribers you get from Intelligence. All right? So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into these emails. Now, these emails follow the template that I gave you in the previous video in part 1 of this module, the problem, agitate, solution. And I'm not going to read these emails word for word because you can certainly do that. I do think it's important for you to take these emails and read through them a couple of times and then rework them to fit your personality, okay? And another thing, these emails, you don't have to just use these emails for promoting Newbie List Hack. You can also use these emails as a guide or a template to create other emails for high converting offers, all right? But obviously, if you want to copy and paste it, this is specifically written for Newbie List Hack and is specifically written in my voice. So just keep that in mind as you're going through it. But the first email here, this outlines a problem. And the major problem that I outlined in this video is building a list. What's the most effective way of building a list? Now, one important thing, these emails that we sent do include training videos, pre-launch videos, but you absolutely do not need to create pre-launch videos. If you are going to be using these exact swipes, then you can actually use our pre-launch videos as well. You'll simply just upload them onto your blog or onto some type of website that you have where you can drive traffic to it. You can send them to a pre-launch. If you have something like Lead Pages, which is what we use, or if you have something like Optimized Press or something like ClickFunnels, then we'll actually give you the YouTube links as well. So you can actually upload these pre-launch videos and you can use the launch emails as well. But if you're just, a regular person and you don't want to use our videos and you want to just kind of use these templates for other products that you promote in the future, by all means, you can do that as well. And you will just simply omit the training videos. Okay. But back to the actual email. This email outlines a big problem, which is how to build a list with paid traffic, right? And I go through some things and I go through what I did in these videos is I use a specific story about when I was trying to spend $50 with solo ads to build my list. Okay. And as I go through this training, I kind of just outline my experience, my personal experience with it. And one thing that it's really important if you do this type of story type product launch sequence is that you really talk about the feelings that you had. People relate to people that have similar experience and feelings as they do. So the more that you express this kind of stuff, the more that your audience and your subscribers will feel like they know you. And that's really, really important to invoke those feelings, right? Basically, the story goes, I was thinking about investing $50 and I wanted to make that into $200. And I was only supposed to do it at $50 because at the time I didn't have a lot of money to invest in paid traffic. And unfortunately, I had lost up to $500 because I thought I was doing everything right, but I simply wasn't. Okay. And I go through like why I thought I did everything correctly. And because I had a really, really good funnel, but at the end, my money was just wasted. Okay. And that's pretty much it. And then I tell them, hey, I figured out what I did wrong. And in tomorrow's email, I'm going to show you what I did wrong and how you can avoid that same mistake. That's called an open loop. I'm getting them excited and getting them looking forward to the email that I'm sending tomorrow so I can make sure that I get as many of those people to come back the next day. I'm also leaving with a couple of PSs here to show them, get them again more intrigued about tomorrow's email. So let's go ahead and check out tomorrow's email. So this is email number 2. Again, it's following the agitate formula. I'm not going to go over word by word. Please, you have these downloads below this video and you can download them as you see fit. So I just quickly reviewed what I went over yesterday, tell them about the story. And basically in this email, what I do is I tell them that I'm going to show you the 4 biggest mistakes that you have when starting to build your list with paid traffic specifically. So again, you can read through these mistakes and read through the actual emails yourself, and then transcribe these emails if you want to be promoting the newbie list hack as well. Okay, so I took the 4 mistake route. If you're writing this agitate emails, it's not like you have to use 4 mistakes just like this in every agitate email ever. This is just specifically what I decided to go with, but we can easily, instead of using 4 mistakes, just talk about, the feelings and kind of the emotions that were have when I had decided to use paid traffic and messed up with it, basically. Okay. Essentially what I decided to do was never use solo ads again. And I came up with a new way to turn $1 into $2 and $5 and $10 and so on. Okay. Now, if you were going to use these type of emails in the future, again, it's not set in stone. You do not have to, use it exactly the way that I did, or even have it this long. This is just simply the way that I did it. Again, I left a little bit of an open loop for the next email where I told them I was going to give them my traffic hack. Left a PS, and one really important thing I would do want to bring up is I told them to hit reply to this email. It says replay, but it should be reply to this email, because I want to get the audience involved, right? I want them to get involved. I want them to do the things that I tell them to do, so that if they reply to this email, if they watch the video, they'll be likely to do it again in the next video, and then again in the fourth email when I tell them to purchase the trading. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at the the third and final email. This is a solution email. Now, the most important thing to remember about this solution email, the solution email does not do a hard sell on the product that you're promoting. Okay. The solution email just presents the solution to their problem. And essentially what I say in this email is I give again another brief overview, tell them what we learned in the first 2 emails. Okay. And then in this, I review the 4 mistakes. And in this email, I give them the traffic hack. And again, as you will already know, the traffic hack to get the 25-cent traffic is using Opt Intelligence. So I actually give them the actual source. So this is really, really important. And this brings us to one of the main concepts of an effective product launch sequence. Now, I didn't want to hide this. Okay. I wanted to tell them exactly what Opt Intelligent was, so that they can feel like as though they're getting value from my email. So even if they don't purchase the entire training, even if they didn't purchase the entire newbie list hack training, they still get some value, because they still see where I get my paid traffic from. Okay. And they still get to see my secret sources, even without having to purchase newbie list hack. Okay. And then what I do, and this is really important, goes for no matter what template that you're using, the final email in your product launch sequence needs to get your audience ready basically for the hard sell coming up tomorrow. Okay. So what I do here is I just tell them like, hey, we're going to be sending you an email tomorrow at 6 a.m. and it's going to have some information out there, and it's going to cover like the newbie list hack. It's going to show you some other things that we didn't have enough time to cover in this email sequence, and be on the lookout for it tomorrow at 6 a.m. All right. Again, you can go back and read all these emails put together. And I also let them know that there's going to be a quick discount. So if you go back and look at this email, it's not quite as long as the other ones, but it still delivers value. It kind of wraps everything up nicely. And most important, it does not do a hard sell on the product anywhere in here. Okay. There's no hard sells at all. What this email does is it pre-sells the idea. It gives them what they've been looking for, access to my paid traffic for really cheap, and it pre-sells the next email, which is going to actually be the actual sales letter. So in the next email that I would send out, it would actually be my first launch email. And you can easily get that from whatever product vendor that whatever the emails a product vendor has for you, you would then basically just load up all those emails in succession to drive your subscribers to that sales page. Okay. So that's the entire problem agitate solution email sequence. And you can use these exact emails if you want to promote newbie list hack. Obviously, you'll have to change some things out. Like I write the stories in first person So you might have to change those over so you're as if you're talking about somebody else, or you might want to use your own stories about when you have bought solo ads in the past and just change out my information for your information and then promote Newbie List Hack. All right. Make sure again that if you want to get 100% commissions on Newbie List Hack when you do upload these emails and start promoting the training, you can get 100% commission. Just go ahead and check out the link below the video. All right. Other than that, if you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.